Hello YouTube, my name is Brian and this is my first crack at YouTube videos. I thought it might be interesting to relay, excuse me for being out of breath, just moving around gets me out of breath. Oh, sorry, this is RNG, he has to say hello. So say hello RNG. Yeah, so much for that. Reason for this posting, and this will get better over time, but again, this is my first crack-a-lack, how's that for sounding cool, at YouTube. I thought I would relay a funny experience that I had in the Marine Corps. I was in the Marines from 1992 to 1996. Not a whole heck of a lot really happened in that time period for me, except for deployment to Somalia for a short period of time on our Westpac. But I'll tell you something that was really funny. During something we call mount training, if you're familiar with it, obviously if you're in the military or were, you're very familiar with that term. It's just the house-to-house fighting training. You know, we're going through the mock city that was created in Camp Pendleton. And I had a friend, still have a friend, but haven't talked to him in many, many years, decades. God, I'm getting old. And we were doing something called the spider drop. And to this day, it still makes me laugh my butt off when I think of it. And, you know, my buddy, I'll just call him Joe. We all had last names, of course, when we were in the Marine Corps only using our last names. But, and I love this guy, so I'm not going to, I don't want to put him down by using his first and last name on the story. But anyways, he was a good guy, and I was behind him, and we were up on top of this roof. You know, we had our instructor there who was teaching us what we do to basically lower ourselves from a high ledge to the ground with our M16 or squadron automatic weapon, whatever it is we happen to be carrying. So the concept is to get as close to the edge of the roof or the ledge as possible, dangle your arm and your leg, one arm and one leg over the side, and basically edge yourself as far off the ledge as you can without letting go yet. You have your weapon in your hand, it's dangling, and eventually you end up just sitting there with your hand and your toes clinging to the roof. You know, just two touch points. Obviously, you know, you've got your hand up top for strength, and you know, you've got your foot up there, which the idea is to lower that, you know, drop the leg, and it swings down the building, and you let go with your hand, and whoof, you come down. You roll down with your weapon, and you're good. So I'm watching Joe approach this trainer. You know, we're all a little nervous doing this thing. Like, okay, we're on a roof here, getting ready to jump off. This is not my natural instinct to jump off a roof, but this is wartime training, hoorah, devil dog stuff. So I said, okay. There's my buddy Joe. He's right before me, and giving me my confidence to get up and do the spider drop. So I watch my buddy climb to the edge, actually walks over, sits down, and assumes the position, so to speak. He gets finally to the edge, and he has the one arm dangling and the one foot dangling, and he's basically holding on with his hand on the edge of the roof and his toes. He's just kind of sideways on the building. And when it's time for him to let go and swing down, he made a rather serious miscalculation on which extremity to let go with first. And he decided to let go with the hand first, leaving the toes up for full support of his body. And that just didn't go off as well as he might have thought or anybody would. And needless to say, poor Joe dropped like 1,000 pounds of rocks straight down sideways along the roof, along the side of the building. There he is laying on the ground. He's got his helmet on. You know, it's a one-story drop, if that, probably. But I remember, I'm sure Joe was okay at the time. He, obviously got his head rattled and his, a little shooken up. But then, guess what? Now it's your turn, Brian. Come on down. So, needless to say, I moseyed on over to the edge of the roof and, realizing that I'm hopefully not going to let go with my hand first at the end. I know that already. I'm still a little nervous after watching my friend just fall off the side of the roof. So that was my spider drop fun story from the Marine Corps. Hope it gave you a little fun as it did for me. So again, this is Brian signing off of my YouTube day one hoorah start. Thank you. Bye-bye.